Yo, we did it, fam. We somehow managed. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Let's see. Let us see. If anybody can hear me, tell me something. Let's see here. Oh, it looks like we're live. Let's see here. Yes, we are live. Oh my God, my heart is pumping. My heart is pumping. Mira, I gotta give a Spanish disclaimer because my YouTube channel is, for the most part, Spanish content. So before we do this, I need to do right by my Spanish speaking folks. Mira, esto es una participación especial de cantar los himnos nacionales de los Estados Unidos y Canadá previo que se hace previo a cada juego. Precisamente hoy es el juego 6, que si los Panthers, que es el equipo que yo, viste, si los Panthers ganan, ganamos la copa. Entonces, ¿qué pasa? Como el partido es allá en Canadá, voy a cantar desde acá, de mi casa. Da la casualidad que estoy aquí. Anyway, so for all my Spanish speaking folks, there's that. So, I currently have I just can't believe this is my heart is pumping, guys. Like, and my screen doesn't look very. There we go. There's a little bit more light. This is absolutely mind-boggling. I cannot believe that I'm doing this right now, and I apologize in advance for the mess, as you can see. But I got my Panthers jersey in the background there. This is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So for you guys, I don't know if I'll have a chance to do the background behind what we're doing, but here we go. Here we go. I didn't get a chance to ask you guys how you want to do this, but just gonna go along with what they're doing in English. I can't even talk right now, as you guys can see. All right, here we go. Let me put my phone down. So for you kids at home, hands on the heart. Here we go. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. All right, here we go. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Let's go! Woo! All right, my goodness, the adrenaline rush. You know what? I'm more nervous now than I ever have been while singing on the ice. You guys are absolutely psychotic, and what's more psychotic is the fact that I actually went along with this. But here we are. We somehow managed to make this happen. But anyways, just wanted to give you guys a reason to believe, as you know that I do. What do I say during every Panthers game? Believe, believe, believe. That's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna believe. We're gonna win tonight because we don't want to go. We don't want to come back home for a game 7. We want to come back home with a cup, with some silverware, right? Woo! My goodness, I am about to pass out. Let's see what some of you guys are saying. All right, I'm gonna go through some of these here as the game has started. You know what? What the heck? We're doing this. I'm gonna watch the game with you guys for a little bit. It just so happens that my wife and kid are actually, the baby's here. She's sleeping. But my son is at a vacation Bible school event at a friend of ours' church. So I just happen to be here alone and here enjoying the game. So, anyways, here we go. I'm going to start reading some of these comments. We got Stu in Boca as we watch the game. Always good to see you, Stu. Nick Fairbanks here. Carly, Dr. Jacqueline, mi hermano Elias, my dude MSG, always supporting me out there on the Twitter world. Oh, here we go. Nice little chance there by the Oilers, but the Cats got it out. As I continue to read this, Noah Hirschman, Christopher Fry. By the way, for everyone watching, Chris Fry is actually one of the guys of my hockey team that kind of like was the beginning of where all this came from, or this whole crazy idea. Anyways, Nick, I already said hi. MSG Conn Smythe performance, this guy. All right, Kristen, good to see you. Imran, he says, I muted my TV and let you ring through our house, John. Great work. Let's go, Cats. Awesome stuff, man. Appreciate you guys. Tom Conley. Let's see who else here. You know, I've never had this many people in a stream of any type, so this is absolutely crazy. We got Bao here. Meu irmão, Bao. Pra gente, a galera que fala português. Vamos, gatos! Hoje não são gatinho, né? Não são gatinho. Here we go. Let's see here. I'm going to check out some. Okay, here we go. You know what? Let's see how long I can handle this, because this is absolutely insane amount of adrenaline that is going through my veins at this very moment. First of all, big shout out to technology, because my goodness, this would not be possible in the speed of which let's see. So I got the text originally at around, I think it was probably like 5:45 or something this afternoon. And for my buddies, right, they're telling me, hey, you should, maybe it's just the fact that you sing. It doesn't matter if you're at the game. And I was like, you know what the heck? I might as well give it a shot, right? And then as I thought about it, my goodness, you know, it's probably not going to mean anything, but my goodness, if they win, this is going to be crazy. But anyway, so then I get home. I was telling my wife about it. I was like, you know what? Let me post this on Twitter. And I got to shout out to a lot of you guys who gave me encouragement to do this. But when I saw Doug Sifu say something, you know, when Doug Sifu says something, you do it, right? Big shout out to you, sir. But besides that, I mean, all you guys really encouraged me to do this. And thanks to the benefit of technology, we could make this happen, right? So anyways, here we go. All right, let's see how much of a play-by-play I can give you guys. Right now, it's 16 minutes and 53 seconds left. I know I'm not like as fancy as Steve Dangle or whatnot with the clock and all that. You know, all that stuff that they put together to make that happen is absolutely insane. Like when you try to think about how they can sync all those feeds at the same time, it's absolutely mind-boggling. So kudos to you, good sir. Let's see what the Twitter world here is saying. This is absolutely bonkers. I can't even believe this. Absolutely bonkers. Absolutely crazy. All right, here we go. Puck is in our own defensive end. Bobrovsky behind the net gives it over to who's that? It looks like it's Mikola Cousins. By the way, big shout out Nick Cousins and Ryan Lomberg getting back on that fourth line. I'm really excited for that. Here we go. Speaking of which, Lomberg with the puck. Cousins dumps it in short. Stenlund forechecking behind the boards. Ooh, nice little puck in front. Oh, Cousins on the right side of the point there. Kulikov dumps it in deep. Stenlund and Ekman Larson are fighting for it on the boards. Lots of physicality right now. The building is buzzing. You could just see that. They're absolutely buzzing. You could hear the building through the TV singing, "Let's go Oilers." But not today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go Panthers. Can we get some "Let's go Panthers" in the chat here? Absolutely amazing. I'm still like not believing that this is real right now. Let's see here. Barkov is at the fighting on the end boards there. Mikola. Siellä on suomalainen kaverit. Yes, I'm actually half Finnish, so I do speak a tiny bit Finnish. So anteeksi ahead of time to all my Finns who, whenever I butcher or try to speak Finnish, I usually butcher it. So I try. Barkov against the boards. Reinhardt, or was that Verhaeghe? Might have been. Not sure. No, I think it was Reinhardt. Got a little physical there. A little slow getting up, but he looks like he's okay. I'm fighting a bit of a sinus infection, so I apologize ahead of time. Oh boy, here comes a oncoming rush. You know, as a goalie, for those of you that know, or if you don't know, I play. Ooh, there's a nice little shot there. Who was that? Was that Hyman? No, this was Janmark. Janmark was absolutely clutch for the Oilers in this cup. It's like Janmark all of a sudden became, I don't even know, he became their version of Verhaeghe. But anyway, as a goalie, I you know, there's this thing where, you know, goalies are good on breakaways and such, or, you know, goalies don't usually like breakaways from my other goalie friends I speak to. But in my case, what I don't like is having oncoming or like consistent offensive zone pressure where I'm having to get up and down on a constant basis. It legit like wears me down. Like all I need is like 40 seconds of it and I can barely stand up or get up. But usually I just stay on my knee blocks there and try to hold on for dear life. So this is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Well, anyway, let's see here. We got 14 minutes, 38 seconds. So far, Edmonton has 3 shots on goal. Florida has 1 shot on goal. May I remind you all that the Panthers can win their first ever cup. And it would be the first South Florida championship since the last Miami Heat. Oh, nice chance there. I think that might have been Tarasenko. Vladi. Oh, my God. Oh, that was close. Who was that? That was Ekblad. Had a wide open net, but just wide. Backhand, just to the left, wide of the net. Lundell showing some strong body ability there. Tarasenko getting it back to Ekblad. Ekblad gets it over to Forsling. Forsling on. Nice save there by Stuart Skinner. Looks like it was Lundell who blew a tire there. Broberg just dumps it in deep. Bob comes out of the net, plays the puck. Backhands it over to, I believe that is Ekblad. All right. Cycles it around, and it gets out of the zone. Here comes Lundell, dumps it in deep, makes the safe play. Here's Bennett. That actually might have been Tarasenko now that I think of it. But in any case, Nothing comes out of that offensive opportunity. Here comes Nugent Hopkins. You know, I had a bit of a back and forth with a Twitter friend of mine. You know, it's funny. You know your Twitter friends by their handles, not by their names sometimes. So, but anyway, I remember having this back and forth. Oh, what a save, Bobby! Can we get some Bobby? Bobby, great save, Bobby coming in clutch there for all the Bobby Sergei Bobrovsky doubters. Bobby Bobby is the guy that's going to win us. He's going to either win us this cup or not, but he's the answer. Oh, that was Bouchard taking that shot and Bobrovsky with a nice save there. Woo! So we got a TV timeout here. So what do you guys say? Should I keep going here? I don't know what to do as I've never done this before. I usually watch what's it called? I usually watch Steve Dangle's or Flying Fluffy's streams during the game, or at least I'll check it out at different points of the game. Um, but anyhow, you know, Dangle, if you're watching, I did give you that LFR. Let's go. Anyhow, let's see here. I'm trying to find the stream on YouTube so I could see what you guys are saying. Here we go. This is absolutely insane. YouTube, we don't really have anything going on YouTube. Are you telling me all you guys are on Twitter? This is absolutely bonkers. There's no way. I got over 206 people on here right now, and all you guys are on Twitter? That's insane. That's absolutely bonkers. I should probably post the YouTube link on here so you guys have the ability to do that. Much appreciated. Any like and subscribe. As I was mentioning to the folks who on my YouTube channel, my YouTube channel content is mostly in Spanish. Um, you know, fun fact about that, by the way, I'm not actually Hispanic by blood. I was raised Hispanic because if we're talking blood now, I'm half Finnish and half Trinidadian by way of India. So me like that curry, if you know what I'm saying. Actually, fun fact, my wife made some awesome curry last night. That was really good. Let's see here. I'm actually posting the YouTube link now so you guys can get on here. There we go. Play is about to get started again. Yo, this is absolutely crazy. And obviously, I've got my laptop literally on my lap, and not usually the best angle, but it is what it is. You get what you get, and I must say the fact that this actually ended up happening, is I'm still besides myself. I can't believe it. You guys are crazy. All right, I just posted the YouTube link on there, so if you guys want to join on there too, much appreciated for all you guys. This has just been a crazy experience. All right, here we go. 12 minutes, 56 seconds. First period so far. Edmonton dominating on the shot counter, 4-1. Fun fact, if a shot is not directed at the goal, it is not counted as a shot on goal, even though the goalie might make a save or it looked like a dangerous chance. Draisaitl. Oh, no. Oh, no. That is not what we wanted. It's not what we needed. Edmonton scores. 12 minutes, 33 seconds left in the first period. It's Edmonton 1-0. It's okay. It's just a yeah, that was a sheesh. Warren Fogle. What is it with Fogle and scoring in the Stanley Cup Final? That's pretty crazy. Well, Dreisaitl's all of a sudden found his groove too. So we knew that was going to happen at some point. You know, McDavid and Draisaitl weren't just going to be quiet the entire series. So tis what it is. 1-0 Edmonton. Let me see if I could put that on a banner here. Let's see. I'm going to put my mic down for a sec. Oh, man. Oh, that was a dive. Somebody trying to get a call. That's one thing. Pay attention to the refs tonight. I have a feeling that there's not going to be a lot of penalties called tonight. The Oilers, when scoring first, are 31-9-3, and in the playoffs, they're 12-5. Oh, my goodness. They almost had a chance to score number 2. Come on, boys. Come on, guys. And now the Panthers iced it. No bueno. Not good at all. The last thing we needed was the Oilers to score first and get their crowd hyped up. Who was that on our end? Somebody there. Oh, it looks like Ekblad must have had an issue there keeping up with Fogle, or something happened there. It was a weird kind of turn of events there. Are we getting a penalty call? Uh-oh, we got some rough stuff. It seems to me that we're going to get our first penalty of the game. So much for saying that we weren't going to get penalties called today. Ray Ferraro is saying there's an interference call. And yes, I'm watching the USA stream today. I'll occasionally watch the American feed. The Canadian feed, but oh, it's a Panthers power play. Come on, guys. We believe. We believe. And as Ray Ferraro was just mentioning, Ekman Larson is on the top power play, along with Matthew Tkachuk, Alexander Barkov, Carter Verhaeghe, and Samson Reinhart. Can we get a Rhino goal, please? Let's get a Rhino goal today. Sheesh. I really want to see it. We go. Verhaeghe gets it over Ekman Larson on the left side. Gets to the point. Here's Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe trying to get it across, loses the puck, and Edmonton is going to mercifully dump it deep. Bobrovsky settles it down. Here's Ekman Larson from behind the net. Gets it over to Verhaeghe on the left-hand side. Gets it to Barkov. Barkov down the line there. Dumps it in deep. Reinhart is going to get it behind the net. Cycles it around to Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe to Ekman Larson. Verhaeghe with a chance. Finds Reinhart just behind the net. Ooh, nice little chance there. Tkachuk couldn't get his stick on it. Here we go. Barkov. Oh, Verhaeghe right in front. Oh, dangles, and the Oilers get it and send it all the way down to Barkov. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a shot on goal as it was headed right to the net. Bobrovsky made a nice little glove save to keep it in play. Here's Ekman Larson. Gets into the zone. Tkachuk on the left-hand side. By the way, it looks like the top line is playing the entire time. Oh, here's Tarasenko. So that's starting to change. Ekman Larson, left side, Tarasenko. Tarasenko shoots. Just wide. Ekman Larson, here we go. Over to Bennett. Oh, looks like my wife and kid are here. Tarasenko. Hey, buddy. Can you believe this? I'm literally live right now on Twitter. There are 254 people connected. It's absolutely bonkers. So, hey, buddy, did you have a good time? Look, I got dressed and I sang at home the anthem for the Panthers, but the Panthers are losing right now. Yeah. Here's my son, guys. Here's the buddy boy. I'm usually with him, or I usually take him to the games with me whenever I go. So anyway, power play ends. Panthers the Oilers are now back on full strength. buddy. Yeah. I put it up there because just to put decoration. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You're gonna have spaghetti? My mom made chicken parm, by the way. It's really good. My wife doesn't know about John Butchergross's thing with chicken parm, so wait till I let her know about that. Which I have a picture I'll post at some point. I just haven't had a chance to yet. Let's see here. How many of you guys are still? There are 253 people connected right now. This is absolutely mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. Crazy. Anyhow, hey, you guys, man, I want to interact with some of y'all. I see you guys. If you guys are really on here, like, say hi, say something. I think that's where YouTube is a little bit better, just because I'm able to see comments there a little easier. Although I have gotten to see some of you all's comments on Twitter through this application that I'm using. So let's see here. Absolutely insane. You all's comments on as the Panthers are currently, or sorry, the game is currently on a TV timeout. Let's see here. This is absolutely amazing. Oh my goodness. So what you guys think? What are we thinking as far as the game goes? Listen, I'm not a pessimist, so I will by nature always think that the Panthers are going to win. Even the last game, what was it? The game we lost 8-1. Even when the game was 5-1, I was like, there's still a chance. We just need to score one. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, and we proceeded to lose that game, like we did. I will say, though, unfortunately, if this game does go to a game 7, and this is going to be some bad news for a lot of you folks, but I will actually be out of town for game 7, unfortunately. So I would not be able to be either at the game or be able to do what I'm doing right now. So I'm hoping this game ends tonight, because I can't do this. I really cannot do this. The Panthers only have one shot on goal to the Oilers 8. Currently, play is back on. We've got here Mikkola gets it over. Verhaeghe now has it. Verhaeghe gets it deep. Forecheck there by Barkov, gets tangled up there with, I think it was, I'm not sure I'm not going to front and pretend that I know what I'm doing or who that is. And here we go, Panthers getting it out of their own end. Oh, nice little, in soccer we would say, ole! Ole! I think that was Reinhardt there. Nice little puck through the legs there. In soccer we'd call it nutmeg. Here's my little buddy. Did you have a good time today, buddy? That's good. Alrighty. Tarasenko.
Who's talking to you?
Well, there are 288 people, apparently. Yeah. They're on the phone and in different places. It's crazy.
That's so much?
Yeah.
I don't want to go there with a lot of people.
I know, right?
I like with a little bit of people. And then they can, when they score, they can say, and then it's going to hurt my ears.
Yeah.
That's why I leave my headphones at the
Yeah, you wear
car.
your headphones so that it doesn't get too loud, right?
But we leave it at the car.
I know, we forgot it that one time, right? But you toughed it out though. You did such a good job that one time.
I was not scared.
No, you weren't scared. You were a brave boy, buddy.
And I
I really want to see a goal. For crying out loud, I really want to see a goal in this first period, because I don't think I can handle doing this the entire game. Unless, of course, you guys absolutely. Oh no, is that Connor Brown? Panther killer Connor Brown gives it over to Bouchard. Bouchard gets it on Bobrovsky with a nice pad save. Oh, Bobrovsky's coming in clutch right now. A couple shots on goal. Yeah. Geez, just watching McDavid skate, it's just insane how fast he moves his legs. Nice little block there by Ekblad. Stenlund gets it over deep. Oh, getting manhandled there by Bouchard. Come on, guys. You got to show some heart here. I know, it's funny. Like, I feel like the Cats will, they do what they do. Oh, here we got a icing now. Oilers ice the puck.
The ice. And they almost got tackled.
Yeah, they almost did. So what do you think? Who do you think's gonna win today?
I don't know. I think I make sure the Oilers don't win.
Yeah, we're hoping that the Oilers don't win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I don't want the Oilers to win.
Me either. We're not the Oilers team. We're
No.
the Panthers team.
We're the Panthers, right?
Yep.
Yes.
When they scored, when they go to the
Yeah. Buddy, Mama's telling you gotta go eat now.
Okay.
All right, love you. I'm literally in my living room right now. You'll talk to the camera in a minute? All right, that sounds good. We gotta do this together. Oh, geez, Louise. Looks like the puck is iced again. Right now, it's 10 shots to the Edmonton Oilers, 1 shot to the Panthers. Woof. We got to get some positivity here, guys. Positivity, I tell you. Let's see here. Still absolutely mind-boggling. Like, there's no way that there are actually 292 people connected right now, right? That's not real. That's not a real stat. Can't be. There's no way. There's no way that's a real stat. What happened? Yeah, but the nonsense talking is apparently keeping people connected. My wife is telling me that I'm just randomly talking nonsense. And yeah, I kind of am. But somehow you psychos are still on here. There's 297 people of you. That makes no sense. But anyway, this is really cool that I get to watch it with you guys. All right, here we go. Mikola. Sorry, Kulikov. Oh, another block there. Ekman Larson had it on. Looked like it was blocked. Oh, no, they called it a shot on goal. He gave it over to Verhaeghe, but Verhaeghe couldn't keep it in the zone. Kulikov gets it in deep. Cece on it. The Panthers are going to make a change. Cece from behind his own net. Lundell with the forechecking there. Gets it over to Mr. Draisaitl. Oh, that was a very dangerous play. Buddy, did you eat your food already?
Yep.
You ate all your food so fast? Is that he ate over there? Ah, yeah. 300 people. I don't understand what's happening right now.
No.
Papa, you gotta take a shower, otherwise you're gonna go to bed stinky. That's not nice. Yuck. Hey! You don't toot on YouTube like that. That's not nice.
Sorry.
Look at that face. Absolutely crazy. Oh man. Oh Lord. You know what I wish? I wish the Panthers would have just won in 4 or 5. That would have been nice too. But sometimes the greatest and the greatest warriors need to go through the greatest of pressure. And so these guys are doing exactly that. They're going to overcome adversity. They wanted adversity, or in other words, they've been the king of overcoming adversity. I mean, for crying out loud, they did it pretty much the entirety of last year. overcoming all the adversity that they overcame. I remember in January of last year. Now this is just story time right now, but January of last year, I sang June. I sang January 1st. It was a game against the Rangers. I think we lost that game. Might have been 4-1 or something. But it was a point in the season where it was like, yeah, we're not making the playoffs this year. This is going to be a down year. I remember all the people were saying all the stuff that they were saying. You know, it was brutal, to be honest with you. You know, going from President's Trophy year to all of a sudden not making the playoffs. But they overcame the adversity. They went on a heater. Alex Line came in clutch. And then the rest is history. Of course, they got to the final, and it was just impossible to do anything with how many injuries as they had. Um, I'd be curious to know who, if anybody, is injured on the current Panthers team right now. Not to say that anything seems like people are injured, but I mean, hockey is that kind of a sport that it's so easy to get hurt because of just the nature of the game as a whole. Actually, right now, I'm kind of on the IR myself. Not sure what I did to my hand. Oh my goodness. Draisaitl right now with a chance. McDavid in front. Draisaitl on the point. Bouchard, Draisaitl. Back to Bouchard. Straight on. Here's McDavid looking for an opportunity to shoot. Zach Hyman back to McDavid. McDavid looking for a chance. Gets it over to Draisaitl. McDavid goes around behind him. McDavid over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl back to McDavid. McDavid to Bouchard. Bouchard. Nugent Hopkins. McDavid. Bouchard. Man, these guys are moving it. What a save! Draisaitl has that shot. He's got that patented shot. Yeah, buddy. Almost. But Bobrovsky made a save. What a save. I wonder if that's going to get counted as a shot on goal. Because if the puck was going wide, it won't. That's always a downer as a goalie, you know. I actually have a buddy of mine, Steve, if you're watching. What's up, man? He's a ref at one of the leagues that I play at. You know, it was one time I made a glove save, but it was going out of the goal. And he said, well, it doesn't count as a save. It was wide of the net. He does that to bust my chops. Anyways, here we go. Draisaitl. Boy, this Oilers team played their top line the entire time of this power play. Bouchard trying to get back to Draisaitl, but it comes out of the zone. Draisaitl now from center ice. Gets it over Nugent Hopkins. Oh, beautiful play to McDavid. But he gets muscled off by Alexander Barkov. Siellä on suomalainen. Sisu. Gets it over to McLeod, but McLeod was offside, and he tries to cause some rough stuff with Ekblad. Ain't nothing going there. Ekblad knows better. This is absolutely... You know what's making this this current result and this current game a little bit more tolerable is the fact that I'm doing this with you guys. Because right now the performance, they're gonna have to figure this out. I think again, you know, the Oilers playing at home, they're just energized. And then the Panthers just needed to avoid that first goal. Because if you remember game 3, Panthers scored that first goal and it kind of like quieted the building from the get-go. And then when they made it 4-1, my goodness, it was pretty much over. But then Edmonton came back, and it's like, you know, I look at Nate McKinnon as another one that Nate McKinnon just gets hyped up with the crowd. It almost like the louder the crowd is, the better Nate McKinnon plays. I feel like McDavid is he's doing a little bit of that as well. Of course, he did go crazy hero mode against us, even at Amarant Arena. Puck goes behind the net. Stu Skinner comes out, gets it over. Oh, but Tarasenko with the forecheck. Lusterainen, etu. Ciela on. Eto gets it over the Lundi. Eto with a fierce forecheck there. And the Oilers get it out of their own net. Ryan got it in deep, and here we go. Cycles. The puck gets cycled by the Panthers around, and Lundy gets it in deep again. I think it's Philip Broberg. Tries to get it in deep to make a change, but that's going to be an icing call against the Oilers. And I must admit, some of my talking right now is just mirroring literally what's his face, what Sean McDonough is saying, because I am clearly not in any way, shape, or form even an amateur at this, because I've never in my life spoken during a game like this. Most of my time watching games is just in my seat, either at the arena or in my seat here in my living room. Bouchard gets it out wide. Broberg with a shot. Oh, dangerous opportunity there in front of the net there. I think that was Fogle again. Reinhardt tried to get it out, but it was kept in by, I believe that was Bouchard. Barkov from behind his own net. Gets it over to Ekblad. Ekblad gets it over deep. Oh, I thought that wouldn't have been an icing. I thought it was tipped. 35.8 seconds remaining. And the Oilers are up 1-0. 1-0. It ain't over, folks. It ain't over. I'm gonna see if I can show some of these comments here. Nick Fairbanks, I didn't see this earlier. Says better than ESPN, more balanced content. I appreciate that, brother. Panthers seem to have won the draw, but it's still haven't been able to get out of their own zone. Ekblad fighting along with it. There's Barkov. There's the captain. Strong on the puck, like an ox, like a fierce beast. 15 seconds left. Hyman behind us. Oh, nice hit by Ekblad. Barkov, board battle there. Oilers keep it in the offensive zone. Oof. That looked like it just went high and wide. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the first period. The Panthers are down 1-0 against the Edmonton Oilers in the potentially clinching Game 6. Wow. As per ESPN, the Panthers have only 2 shots on goal. It is the fewest amount of shots that they've had all season long this year. Not good. No bueno. So if any of you guys are on here, now that we're on intermission, I'll stick around for a little bit. But I'm not going to stick around if you're going to let me hear talking to myself now. I got to hear some of y'all. I need to hear you guys say something. You're not going to make me hear talk by myself here now. It is absolutely hilarious. A buddy of mine says they look scared. It may be, but I don't think it's so much that it is. You got to pace yourself. There's 3 periods. If you've ever played hockey, I think, the crazy part is I wonder what the feeling is with playing in a crowd like that, because the Oilers seem ravenous. They seem absolutely on fire. So, anyways, let's go here. Let's check a couple things here. I'm going to show this comment by Imran Siddiqui. I muted my TV and let you ring through our house, John. Great work. Let's go, Cats. Appreciate you, sir. I'm glad to have been a part of this experience for you guys. Christian with the hands heart emoji. Then we have, let's see who else. This is earlier MSG Conn Smythe performance, John. That's guy. Oh, and then we had Jacqueline who said red. Nick Fairbanks who said red. Nobody said night though. Interesting. Tom Connolly with the clap emojis. Oh, look at this. Jacqueline says your record goes to 6-0 tonight. So about that. Technically, that is my current record. My current record is 6-0 as far as times that I've sung in the playoffs. Mind you, I want to make a very clear statement here. What I do has nothing to do with the performance of the team. What I will say is I feel like I am a part of getting the crowd ready, hyping people up. And in a certain sense, I would say, it kind of like sets the stage for what the real moment of the night is. So, but yes, if they win, I don't know if you could put it as 7-0, but if we did win, I mean, I guess you could say that. So I don't know how this goes because this is like one of those where you served as the backup goaltender, but you come in for the last 10 seconds of the game, but didn't really, you know, there's nothing that you actually, you know, there's nothing you get. So you don't actually get the decision or anything. You just have a participation in it. So let's see here. Anyways, that's that story there. But yes, it would be 7-0 if you're counting tonight as a game. MSG says, John, thank you. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for joining and being one of the guys that you know encourage this nonsense. Let's see here. See what's going on. Do. Yeah, so like all these comments that I've seen here are all from Twitter. Very cool. Let's see here. So what you guys are thinking? What are you thinking? I still think the Dolphins. I'm about to say. I still think the Panthers win. Oh, here we go. Victorious. What's up, my man? He says that first period was rough. What's wrong with us, John? Well, okay, was it a rough period? Yeah. I will say though, I don't know. Like it's weird. I don't think that we need to be too worried. Primarily because Bob held his ground for the most part, and the Oilers are just as tired as we are. I think what the difference between the Oilers and us is they got Connor McDavid, who quite frankly is going to go down as probably one of the best, if not the best, to ever have played the game. But anyway, hope you're doing well, Victorious. Keep the faith, my man. It's going to be all right. I got Andy Hargreaves. Don't know who you are, but good to meet you, sir. He says, "Are you a big game person?" Am I a big game person? Not sure what you mean there. If by big game you mean, do I like to watch big games? Yeah, sure. Um, but yes, I guess if that's what you mean, yes. So we got Victoria saying, "Doing well. Just need to get our game going. They can't fly like that all game." Yeah, I think it'll be all right. I mean, again, mind you, oh, this bow tie is killing me, guys. Uh, the thing about the Panthers is we're so used to. Here's the thing: unless if this was the end of, if there was like 10 minutes left of the second period, and we're still seeing this type of performance, I guess then you could say, all right, maybe ring the alarm bells a little bit. But I don't know. I do feel a bit more positive about tonight because the last few nights, not as much. But We'll see. Let's see, man. I really gotta get this bow tie off. I can't with my life right now. And right now, the bow tie is winning. I'm like basically being choked by this thing. Come on, it's absolutely crazy. Oh, let's see. Andy Hargrave says, I'm a Sacramento Kings 49ers kind of person. Interesting. I wonder, are you from there? Now, Sacramento Kings. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, this is killing me. By the way, yes, for those wondering, this is the bow tie that I wear each time that I go. Although I gotta say, the scarf was not until the Rangers series came, and I decided I was going to wear the scarf, kind of like as a tip of the cap to John Brancy, who's the anthem singer for the Rangers. You know, so much respect to you, sir. Andy Hargrave says yes. Cool, man. The Sacramento Kings. I remember the years where they had Mike Bibby and Chris Webber, and who was their center? Was it Vlade Divac? I think it was Vlade Divac. Those are the good years for the Kings. Absolutely. Hey, buddy, you ready? Are you ready for bed now?
Who does this?
That's fine. I had to take it off because I couldn't breathe.
What is that, Baba?
But yeah, and the 49ers I'm not exactly a fan of. Although I got to say, I do respect their track record as one of the greatest NFL teams to have ever existed. All right, buddy, you're going to say goodnight to everybody?
I think so, yeah.
You will? All right, say
Yeah.
goodnight.
Good night.
He's saying goodnight. But you're not going to look at the camera and say bye-bye? Say goodnight?
Bye-bye. Good night.
All right, buddy. They're showing a replay right now of some fans. Oh, I got to check this out real quick. They're showing a replay of some fans who are reacting to the Oilers scoring in the arena there at Rogers Center, I think it is. They went absolutely bananas. They went crazy when they scored that goal. And rightfully so. I mean, it's game 6. Your team is down 3-2. And if you don't win, you lose. And here's the other thing, too. I don't know how true this is or how real it is because I'm not there, but I can only imagine that all of Canada is rooting for Edmonton to win this series because it would mean the Cup finally returns to Canada for the first time since the Montreal Canadiens won the Cup in 1993, the year I was born. So that would have been 31 years ago. And I must say, I don't want to be the team that loses for the Oilers or for Canada to get the Cup back in Canada. Although I've seen the Sportsnet commercials about, maybe we got to try something different. It's a really good commercial, actually. I really like it. I think Ron McLean is the voice there on that commercial. No, it may not be Ron McLean. Maybe it's who's the play-by-play guy for Sportsnet? I can't remember his name right now. Is it Craig Simpson or Chris Cuthbert? One of those two. I always confuse which one is which. My bad on that. Oh man, here we go. We got about another 6 or so minutes. Man, much respect to the folks who do this every game. I think about the Steve Dangles of the world, flying Fluffy. Which, by the way, much love to you, man. I know you're dealing with a lot of stuff, but specifically, your dog's not doing well, and wishing you guys the best. I know that that's not an easy thing to deal with. But anyways, we got here Bao. Meu irmão brasileiro. Bao is a troll master. I gotta say. He says believe by Acosta the Goat. Appreciate that. Bao, he's got some takes on Twitter that I know he's why he says it. You know, he's trying to rile people up, but I respect it. I mean, you know, the one thing I will respect about Bao is he doesn't flip flop. Bao is Bao, and I respect that about you, brother. As crazy as the takes might be, but I respect the the consistency of your takes. That says Panthers win tonight. I really hope so. If they do win, this will have all been worth it because I've got a raging headache. You know, like when your adrenaline goes sky high and then all of a sudden it starts to crash and die down and you start to finally calm down? Because I kid you not. So I finally decided I was going to do this. It was about 7:30 or so. And I got all these comments from folks telling me, yes, do it, do it, do it. And then Doug Sifu, you said it, sir. And I was like, dang it, I really got to do it, don't I? So as I'm getting ready, my daughter, who had already put to sleep, she wakes up, and I got to give her the last 4 ounces of the bottle that she hadn't finished earlier. And so I finished with that. It was literally 7:58 p.m. As I'm giving her the bottle, I'm thinking, Jesus, how am I going to do this? Okay, what do I have? I got a laptop. I got this little Rode wireless Go 2 microphone that I can connect to the computer. And I was trying to hook up my GoPro to this, but it didn't work out. It was too much. But in any case, it worked. By some miracle, it worked. And here we are. Uh, Bao says, that's the best. It calls surprise. By far the best moments in life. Indeed, sir. Indeed. Oh, man. This will all be worth it if the Panthers win. 100% worth it. I mean, I got to say, even if the Panthers didn't win, this is still an awesome experience. I never, in a million years, thought there would be 345 people at one time. This doesn't make any sense. No sense at all. I'm absolutely blown away. Let's see here. I'm like checking my Twitter. Am I still on Twitter? I think I am. Yeah, here I am. This is absolutely crazy. Absolutely bonkers. Meu Deus. In Finnish, you would say, what is it that we say in Finnish when we're sighing? Ho ho. Something like that. Spanish, we would say, Dios mío. In English, we would just say, whew. In any case. Oh, man. All right. So, what do you guys think? Let's get your goal predictions here. Who do you think is scoring the first goal for the Panthers tonight? I'm thinking it's going to be. You know what? What the heck? I don't care who scores as long as we score. Let's just get a goal. How about that? Bao says, Lundell. I like that. Lundell could very well be it. That line has been probably one of the better ones in the entirety of the play. Well, I wouldn't say entirety of the playoffs, but they've just been clicking. The combination of Lusto, Lundell, and Tarasenko is just absolutely great. Bao is saying Panthers win 3-2. Vamos ver, cara. Deus quiser. I would hope so. 3-2 sounds 3-2 sounds pretty realistic here. ESPN is showing the that collage of Stanley Cup winning moments where it's like the last few seconds of the Stanley Cup. It's so cool though to see those moments and the potential of the Panthers being in that exact same scenario. 2 years in a row, no less, which is bonkers. Absolutely crazy. Well, here we go. Sean McDonough is back on the mic. Oilers, Panthers, second period. Vamos, gatos. I'm going to lower my volume a little bit. If anything, I'll just bring my mic a little closer. Oh, so that's what happened. Fogel literally bulldozed Ekblad as he was going through the offensive zone there. Like that, I didn't know you could do that. That didn't seem right. I guess you could bulldoze your opponent as you're driving to the net. Well, and mind you, bulldozing it without the puck, no less. Vamos gatos. Vai gatos. Vamos gatos. Wow, you might like this. I got a buddy of mine who's a big Corinthians fan in Brazil. I'll never forget going to their house and they were watching. I think it was like a random game. It was like Corinthians against Curitiba or some random team, and they all scream "Vai Corinthians!" I've never seen so much passion. Uh, and I've seen passion, but Brazilian soccer is just next level. Here we go. Forsling and Kachuk on the forecheck. The Oilers cycle it around. Oh Lord, oh Lord, right in front. Ah, Matthias Janmark makes it 2-0 Oilers. Was just talking about it earlier too. Like all of a sudden, Janmark has become this incredibly clutch player for the Oilers. It's almost out of nowhere. Broberg from behind his own net cycles the puck around. Who was that? Who was that? Janmark. Oh, sorry. It was Janmark to. Well, this just absolutely gives the PTSD up the chain. Adam Henrique. Doesn't that name just make you want to throw up? Adam Henrique, who, by the way, is the guy who ended the Panthers. Oh, we scored! I have to hold myself because my son and my daughter is asleep in bed. Great job. Way to come back. See, that's what we needed to do. See, there's no reason to be negative, people. When you get scored on, you have to mentally wipe it from your memory and move on. Because if you don't, you're going to be an emotional wreck the entire game for no reason, too. And who else but Captain Barkov? Siellä on suomalainen! Barkov Sisu! I want to say some Finnish cuss words, but I will refrain from doing so. Ooh, the Oilers are challenging for a potential offside. And by the way Ray Ferraro said that, it looks like there's a relevant chance of an offside. Uh-oh. It's looking like potentially Reinhardt was offside. Let's see, Barkov. Ooh, that was close. Oh, that looks so close. So Reinhardt is like diagonally into the zone. The puck seems to have just. Oh, man, I really. Oh, it's so close. Oh, it's so close. It's literally the difference of a couple hairs, potentially. Oh my goodness, guys, it is so close. I don't know how you can make this call. And actually, it was Verhage who was getting into the zone. Oh, Dave Jackson, an NHL rules analyst, is saying that it's too close to call. And by the looks of it, I agree. I think this might end up staying a goal because it was called a goal. Oh my gosh, guys, it's so close. It is absolutely so close. Guys, it is so close. It is so close. Like you could see in my face of absolute. Oh, they called it offside. Oh, talk about a momentum killer. Oh wow, Paul Maurice is going off right now. I tell you, this is stressful. Well, it stays 2-0. Panthers are still losing. Yes, buddy. Yeah, Papa. No, I'm staying home, buddy. By the way, the Panthers have 5 wins when trailing in the first period of the playoffs, which is ties. It ties an NHL record as per ESPN. Come on, guys, we gotta believe. We gotta believe, 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 believe. You already know. I will say, as much as that the Panthers' goal, they're getting challenged for offside and getting taken off for offside, is a momentum crusher. At least they saw that they can score and they see what it's going to take to score. Which you got to believe that that's on a mental standpoint there. That's got to give some kind of a oh my goodness dangerous play there behind the net. Bob came out. Verhage brings it in. Verhage crosses ice. Oh, Skinner makes the save. Oh my goodness. My goodness. This is stressful. I cannot handle the stress. Like I don't know how you can like according to my understanding of it, oh man, it was just such a close call. Like I feel like when a call is that close, like is there what is the irrefutable evidence that the goal was in fact offside? Like, 'cause I don't see irrefutable evidence. I really don't. But again, maybe there's a view that we haven't seen. Oh my goodness. Ah. Oh, Twitter is ablaze. I'm so glad I'm doing this and not scrolling Twitter. Jeez Louise. Kachuk behind the net. Kachuk behind his own net, gets it over to Montour. Brandon Montour gets it over to Sam Bennett. Sam Bennett gets it in. Skinner stretches out his big paw and he squeezes the puck. Some pleasantries being exchanged between Darnell Nurse and Ryan Lomberg. Which, by the way, I did not know that Darnell Nurse was related to Sarah Nurse. That's pretty cool. I'm saying, like, I am looking at this right now. They're showing a close up view. Unless they're assuming that the puck is behind the stick and they are just assuming where the position of the puck is, I don't see how they can make that call. I really don't. And so now Matthias Janmark and Matthew Tkachuk are getting put in the penalty box for offsetting minors, my assumption being for roughing. Yep, 2 minutes each for roughing. 16:55 left in the second period. Yeah, Tkachuk and Janmark were just, going at it. And there, Jean Heber, without hesitation, saying, both of y'all getting into the box. It's 4-on-4 hockey. Chris Knobloch versus Paul Maurice. Florida Panthers versus Edmonton Oilers. USA versus Canada. The potential of bringing the cup back to Canada versus winning their first ever Stanley Cup. The potential of reversing a potential sweep to the potential of losing in a reverse sweep. Absolute mind-boggling when you think about it like that. Zach Hyman gets it into his own net, into the offensive zone, gets it over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl getting hounded by Ekblad. Draisaitl somehow got a shot on net, which was stopped by Bobrovsky. Rebound, Ekblad comes over with it, gets it over to Barkov. Barkov to Reinhart, who gains the zone, shoots on net wide. Or rather, shoots it, but it goes wide. That looks like it's Reinhart, back to Barkov, back to Reinhart, shoots it, blocked. McDavid enters the zone, does a shimmy shake and gets, I think that was Ekman Larson off of him. Montour gets it over to Reinhart. Reinhart, Montour through the neutral zone, into the net, into the zone, gets it on net, and Skinner gloves it. By the way, fun fact for you goalie nerds, I consider myself a part of that group. Stuart Skinner is using a 581 glove, which is a derivative of, or rather, it is derived of the 580 glove. I believe it's CCM that he wears. The 581 glove is basically, so back in actually Roberto Luongo was one of the first guys to wear what was known as the Coho 580s, and you could look all this up on different videos on YouTube. But anyway, as the draw is won by the Panthers, Verhaeghe skates it around. Forsling gets it just wide of the net, just trying to cause some kind of havoc there. Ekblad shoots it in, and it's bouncing like a tennis ball on a pickleball court. The puck hits so the Oilers cleared it, and it was rolling towards Bobrovsky's net. It goes off the post, and it goes out for an icing. We need the Panthers to score a goal. We need it like we need oxygen to breathe. We need it like we need water to drink, food to eat. We need it like that one SpongeBob meme. I need it. Give me a goal. I need a goal. Rodriguez with a forecheck. Really heavy forecheck there. Oh, nice. Rodriguez is on the second line, by the way. Mikkola Gets it over to Bennett. Bennett over to Mikola in the slot area, but it goes down back to their own zone. Montour gets it offside. So far, the shots are 13 for the Edmonton Oilers, 4 for the Panthers. Not looking too good. We need to get better. We need to get better. I am not liking this one bit. But I tell you, social media really has a way to either encourage or discourage. Like seeing a stat right now, no team has ever won the Stanley Cup in Edmonton against the Oilers. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, let's go, Panthers. Let's go. The Panthers are doing their best to. Here's Cousins. Cousins is rushed on Skinner. Oh, forecheck help worked. Lomberg fighting there. I think that is who's that? It looks like Janmark again. Boy, I can't stand Janmark. You know, Janmark has reached the same levels of Panther killer lore as Braden Point from that 1 year in playoffs. Reinhardt has it. Gets it over to Barkov, who gets it into the zone. Verhage is forechecking. Puck gets onto one of our D men. Puck comes out of the offensive zone, and here comes offside. I tell you, Janmark, it's so crazy how he just out of nowhere. I'm sure for Oilers fans, it's not a surprise for you. In the same way that for folks, it's not a surprise for us that Verhage does all that he does. But I tell you, it must be really fun to be an Oilers fan right now in that arena. That's absolutely, there's nothing like when you're in the arena and your team has all the momentum. Like, it's absolutely an amazing experience. I 100% recommend. 100% recomiendo. Oof, man. Let's hope this changes soon. My goodness, I just gotta not look at Twitter right now because there's some crazy takes. You guys really, yeah, it's absolutely hilarious. Yeah, I don't know where I put the control actually. It might be, yeah. Pasámelo and I'll lower it. Well, I will tell you guys this. I'm not going until the end of this game on this stream. This is absolutely exhausting. But I will be coming back on, assuming things are going to be different, if you know what I mean. But who knows? Maybe things will change and I'll stay on. We'll see. We'll see how things go. But I really, 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 really want to see a Panthers goal. Really want to see a Panthers goal. Somehow the Panthers have 4 shots on net, and all 4 shots came from D-men. There was no shot. There has yet to be a shot by a forward. That's an absolutely unreal stat. 13 minutes left in the second period. Mikola behind his own net gets it over. Who's that? Lusterainen. Come on, guys. Absolutely brutal. Lusterainen. Tarasenko behind the net. Who's that? Barkov. Barkov. Forsling. Ekblad. Tries to get it on, but it rebounds wide. Forsling gets it. Looks like Draisaitl got hit or hurt somehow. Like, I can't imagine the physical strain that it is for these guys to deal with this kind of continuous strain. But I tell you what, though, the Oilers just have that demon eye look in their eyes, you know? They're absolutely buzzing. Hmm. Buck, buck. Puck is careening all different ways. Oh boy. Janmark behind Bobrovsky's net. Broberg gets it deep. Here's Reinhardt. Reinhardt from his own end tries to get it out. Tries to cause Barkov gets it back to Ekblad. Ekblad over to Forsling. Forsling back to Ekblad. Ekblad skates it through the neutral zone. Gets it over to Reinhardt, who gets it deep. Stuart Skinner from his own net. Reinhardt keeps it in. Here's Mikola. Mikola. Mikola from behind the net. Sam Bennett pressing. Oh, the puck went right in front of the net, but nobody was there to get it. Mikola on the forecheck. Mikola on the forecheck. What is this? What a play by Mikola. Kachuk had a chance to score there. Tries to get it on net, but it goes wide. Bennett tries to get it deep, but unsuccessful in doing so. Oh boy. Nugent Hopkins gets it over to McDavid. McDavid from behind Bobrovsky's net gets wrapped up by I'm not sure who, but Bennett comes up with it. That's Kulikov. Here's Rodriguez. Although I'm sure that's not how he pronounces his name, but I'm still going to say Rodriguez. And the puck is touched with a high stick, so we got to stop it here. 10 minutes and 38 seconds left in this second period. Jeez Louise. I still want to understand. What was the irrefutable evidence, because the goal was called on the ice as a goal. They needed to have absolute irrefutable evidence for the goal to have been taken off. And I cannot say that I see or that I've seen any irrefutable evidence. Unless there's a view that we haven't seen, I just don't see it. But that's just me. Panthers win the draw. Ekman Larson gets it on. Did Skinner just make that save? If Skinner made the save that I think he made, I really want to see the replay on this. There's about 10 minutes and 20 seconds. Well, it would have happened 10:25 or so. Skinner from behind his own net. Cousins gets it deep. Stenlund battling there. Stenlund's and Cousins. Cousins gets a little hit on, little love tap to Draisaitl there. Here's Ekblad. I really want to see that. Replay. Forsling gets it deep over to, was that Kachuk? No, that was Cousins. Skinner from it. At some point, Skinner coming out of his net to play the puck is going to hurt them. I don't know, but I just feel like at some point he's going to pull a if you're a goaltender, tend the goal type of a moment. Absolutely crazy. Reinhardt gets it over to Forsling. Whips it around the board. Reinhardt on the forecheck. Verhage. You know what? By seeing how oof, I wonder, there's a penalty being called. Stu Skinner got bulldozed over. But my question is, are they calling Barkov or are they calling somebody else on the Oilers? Gene Haber, come on, buddy. Give us a call. So they're calling Connor McDavid for hooking. And he hooked Sasha Barkov. Oof. Yeah, that was a big, big hook. Okay. All right. So as far as what we thought, okay, so the save I thought Stu Skinner made wasn't actually a save. He makes a pad save. The puck goes right to Lomberg's stick. Lomberg takes a shot. And what I thought happened is Stu Skinner made a crazy split save, but actually Lomberg's shot goes wide, but he got a little help there, or rather, he was impeded there by Kulak, who must have gotten a stick on it or something. Absolutely incredible. You know, what's crazy is somebody posted just looking at Twitter, somebody posted a comparison shot of, there was a couple years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, might have been, I don't remember it anymore. COVID time has me all kinds of messed up, but Max Strus for the Miami Heat had taken a three that was initially thought to have been a three, but then it turns out he apparently stepped on the line and it was called out of bounds on a replay. But in the replay, like in any picture, like there's nothing that you could say he was actually, or that he had actually stepped on the line, because he had not stepped on the line. And so they put a side by side of the supposed offside play and the offside, and then the out of bounds play by Max Strus. Absolute brutal luck. Absolute brutal luck. Sheesh. But here's the thing: is it luck, or is it just a situation of a bad call that was made? It could be. It could be either or. Ah, that's insane. Somebody sent, a buddy of mine sent me a picture of him watching this current stream from the arena from the arena watch party. That's so funny. Here's Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson through the neutral zone gets it over to Verhage. Verhage from behind Stuart Skinner's net. Kachuk on the right side. Kachuk gets it over to Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson to Barkov. Barkov. Can we please get it in the net? Please, let's get it in the net. Ekman Larson keeps it from going out. Verhage. Just trying to do a Jack Edwards impression there. Or was it Sean McDonough? It might have been Sean McDonough. I don't remember which is the one that I remember. On the Verhage Game 7 overtime winner against the Boston Bruins last year. Here's Samuel Bennett, gets it through the neutral zone, deep into the Oilers zone. Battle ensues. Oilers clear. We really got to score on the power play. We need to get rid of this bad juju. Montour through the neutral zone, gets it deep. Montour's Tarasenko, Vladdy Tarasenko, Lundell, Montour back to Lundell, take a shot, buddy. And fought off by Skinner, who makes the save. Skinner looked kind of weird going down to make that save. I wonder if it was just a reaction or something else. Oh my goodness. McDavid's about to come out of the penalty box, and if you're the Panthers, you're keeping a guy with their eye, because if the puck gets over to him, he's got a clear lane to the net. Cousins fighting, pucks in front of the net. Oh boy, just what I was hoping wouldn't happen. But thankfully, the Panthers survived that scare. Puck is back in the Oilers' end. Stenlin forechecking, big hit against the boards there. There's a board battle ensuing with Stenlin and Cousins. And the Panthers win it. Stenlin on his backhand tries to make something happen. Is not able to. Forsling. Back over to Ekblad. Ekblad from his own point. Here is Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets it over to Cousins. I think that's Rodriguez. No, that's Luosterainen. My bad. Luosterainen. Puck is pinned against the boards. Puck comes loose. Montour gets it over to Barkov. Barkov. Oh, it looks like it came out of the zone. And Mikkola did not hear the whistle, and he gets slashed by Ekholm. I don't understand that. Guys, like, come on, it's an honest mistake. There's no need to be nasty. But then again, it's playoffs. What can you expect from playoffs except nasty pleasantries? Delightful. Delightful. Oh, there's a little Oilers fan being shown. Little kid. Probably about my son's. Absolutely funny. I wonder if you guys could still hear me. Looks like we're okay. 378 viewers on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. Except for me, it's still Twitter. I'm trying to get you guys on YouTube, but none of y'all are on YouTube. Every one of you guys wants to go on X. I wonder what the benefit is there. It's insane to me that there are 376 people connected on X. Bucci, John Butchergrass says, Florida has found their game. Edmonton better get going. I really hope you're right, sir. Because if you read Panthers Twitter, you would think that the sky has fallen and that we were all getting swallowed up by a giant South Florida sinkhole. But I digress. Puck is in the... Ooh, Puck did this weird rebound bounce thing that got on Stuart Skinner's net. 5:47 left in the second period. Here's Mikkola. Oh, getting... Ooh, geez, Louise. You know, there's times, and I remember in some of the games that I've played, I don't know if it's a question of I don't know if like the outside humidity has anything to do with it, but there's just times when the puck just bounces super weirdly. Like it does these things that, like, you know, you would think shouldn't do. But then sometimes it's like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a indoor soccer ball or a ball that's used for indoor soccer. It's a lot harder. It doesn't bounce as much. And so, like, sometimes the puck is bouncing around like just a regular ball, and then sometimes it's not bouncing at all. So we really need to score a goal before the end of the second period. It's going to be really hard to come back. Really hard to come back 2 goals in the third period. Not saying it is impossible, because the Panthers were down 4-2. Well, they didn't come back to win, did they? In any case, until it is over, I am not going to wave the white flag. My barber just texted me. He says, "No chance they blow this, right?" I'm just gonna send the sweating, laughing, or the little laughing emoji with the sweat down the side or something. Because that's how I feel right now. I'm like, I don't think they're gonna blow it, but I don't know that. When you have a generational player like McDavid, anything is possible, really. We gotta find our way to make this happen. Just as ABC, ESPN ran an advertisement saying Game 7 Monday, June 24th, if necessary. Oh, here we go. We got a comment here. Here we go. Fabs. Mi hermano Fabian Martinez. He says, "This is rough, man." Indeed, it is. But all good things require hard work. Any team that doesn't require hard work simply did not win or did not achieve what they achieved on merit. If you don't work hard, you simply will not succeed. Come on, guys. Puck is still in the Panthers' defensive zone. Oilers doing all kinds of stuff, but the Panthers get it out. Bennett gets it deep. Kachuk on the forecheck against Broberg. Oh, nice little forecheck. I will say, I think I do agree with John Butchergross. It looks like the Panthers' forecheck is finally starting to click a bit. Puck gets into the Oilers' zone. Bennett rims it around the boards. Big hit by Kulikov. I think that was on. I don't know. I couldn't tell what the jersey number there was. But anyway, Fabs, yeah, it's rough, but we'll get through. As Barkov takes a shot on net to Skinner. Skinner fights it off. Boy, the building is buzzing. We really need to score. Come on, guys. And look at that. All of a sudden, we're at 11 shots on goal. Butchergross, you were right, buddy. Absolutely right. Panthers have found their game. And yeah, sometimes it'd be like that. I mean, craziest things can happen in sports, and you just never know. I'm just glad that they found this. They found their game, and we're still in the second period. It's usually a good thing. I just wish that Henrique goal didn't go. Man, literally let anybody else score except Adam Henrique. Because Adam Henrique, the name itself simply rings. It just sends a chill down my spine. Reminiscent of uh, 2012 playoffs against who was it? It was against the New Jersey Devils. Game 7 overtime, double overtime winner that Adam Henrique scored against us. Fab says, "We need one before this period ends." I 100,000% agree with you. Although I would be fine and happy with simply not allowing the Oilers to score again, or a score in this period before the period ends, that is. By the way, I almost had a conniption just now, as I think that was McDavid. Somebody had a wide open chance right in the slot and either missed the net entirely or Bob came up big. Jeez Louise. Here we go. Adam Henrique, I really can't stand to even look at your face, buddy. I'm sure you're a great guy. But man, it's rough to be a Panthers fan and be going against Adam Henrique, of all people.
Fun fact, however, that team, that Devils team that made it to that Stanley Cup final against the Kings, they also were down 3-0 against the Kings and somehow managed to force a game 6. Down 3-0, win 2 straight. But then the eventual champion LA Kings decided, you know what, enough is enough. We're ending it tonight. And I would very much like to repeat this or repeat that tonight. Ay, Dios mío, brother. Right now the puck's doing all kinds of stuff except, oh, what was that? Bennett looked like got absolutely destroyed in the neutral zone there and no call. That's tough. Just under 2 minutes left in the second period. Oh, Bennett with a forecheck. Gets it over Forsling. Forsling gets it on. Stuart Skinner is the wall that he is. Forsling tries to get it in. Oh, no. Please. I'm going to be sick. There was a guy in Argentina that was a commentator for soccer. He would say, "Me voy a enfermar. Me voy a enfermar." Which basically means I'm going to be sick. Why am I going to be sick, you ask? Well, oh my gosh, it was literally an identical, like, oh, jeez, Louise. Zach Hyman scores for the Edmonton Oilers. 1:40 left. And much like the goal that I forgot, who was it that scored for the Oilers the other day? Where, what's it called? Who was it? I can't remember. I honestly don't care. But all I remember was, I think it was Montour, who was attempting to dive to not allow the shot to go through and proceeds to bulldoze his own goaltender. Well, the same thing happened here, except this time it was Forsling. The opposite end of the net. Forsling attempts to dive and avoid or stop Hyman from shooting, and did not avoid the shot or did not block the shot and proceeded to bulldoze his own goaltender. Those are not fun to experience, I'll tell you that. I'll be the first to tell you. It's never fun to get hit by anybody, whether your own teammate or the opposing player. Sometimes it's actually preferable to get hit by the opposing player because the opposing player you could actually see coming. Your teammate, you're not exactly expecting to get hit by your own teammate, so that could be a lot, you know, that could be a lot more painful or unexpected. Oh, geez. 15 seconds left. Panthers are down 3 nothing. Stanley gets it over to Luosterainen. Luosterainen whips it around the net behind Stu Skinner. Cousins fighting for it. And that is the end of the second period, ladies and gentlemen. This is either going to be the greatest, most epic, most resounding comeback in a Stanley Cup Final Game 6, or it is going to be the third loss that the Panthers will have had. And, oh, geez, I'm just seeing the replay of the Hyman goal. Forsling got his stick on there, but Hyman did just enough to get the puck off of the where the stick was coming from. Oh, I'm sure Twitter is absolutely ablaze. People calling for all kinds of stuff. going to kick off my shoes right now. Maybe that'll help to alleviate stress. I feel nauseous. I feel sick. Me siento enfermo. Como diría en Argentina, me voy a enfermar. I'm trying to think of the last time the Panthers have lost 3 straight, by the way. And I can't really remember a time this year. I'm sure there was that one time somewhere in the middle of the season where things weren't clicking. Jeez Louise. NHL Swami. Seon Zach Hyman. Noni. I really got to say, Oilers fans are absolutely going insane. Absolute insanity in Rogers Center. Ay, mi madre. Ay, I'm already getting texts about Panthers need you for Game 7. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be there. Boy, but can you imagine if the Panthers actually come back? Because that's what we got to be thinking about, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot be thinking about the fact that we're losing 3-0. Does it suck? Sure. Sure, it sucks. But guess what? It ain't over till it's over. And I refuse to believe that a team that was up 3-0 in the Stanley Cup Final all of a sudden is going to let this one go. Let this one go. I refuse. Number one, or reason number one, rather, I refuse to believe that because this team has shown that they can do the absolute extraordinary. I refuse to believe it because this team also has shown that when you thought they were out, they pull you back in. And gosh darn it, if there was ever a time, now is that time. This is that moment. Because you do have tomorrow, but the tomorrow that you'll have is going to not be something that is guaranteed in any way, shape, or form. It's gut check time, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. And I say this with every fiber in my being. It really is now or never. Now or never, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to think about being negative. I don't want to think about the negativity. I honestly don't care for tweets right now either. And as much as I will say, we're not, this is not, I refuse to believe that this is how this ends. I refuse. This is not it. This is not it. Two goals in 10 minutes. One goal in the last 10 minutes. And then we win it in overtime. How do you like that? Two goals in the first 10 minutes of the third period. One goal in the last 10 minutes. And then we win it in overtime. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. And I refuse to believe that this is how this season is going to end. Except it wouldn't end tonight. But as far as everybody, they will have thought that it's over. I know they say that 2-0 is one of the most dangerous leads. 3-0, a little bit less likely of blowing it, but who's a team that has blown 3-0 lead? Well, if we lose tonight, we will. It's absolutely fitting, is it not? Absolutely fitting. We're going into the third period, losing 3-0. We started the series winning 3-0. Game 1, we won 3-0. We proceeded to win the next game and the next game to take a 3-0 series lead. By the way, 388 people. Absolutely insane. But then all of a sudden, things started to happen. We ended up losing game 4. We lost game 5. And now, as we sit here waiting for the third period of game 6 to start, we find ourselves in a 3-0 hole. I refuse to believe that we're going to get, number one, shut out by Stuart Skinner. I refuse to believe, as they show this clip again of the supposed offside that, in my opinion, was not offside. I refuse to believe that was offside, by the way. But again, I refuse to believe that this is how this ends. Refuse. And as much as people want to hound team, want to hound players, they want to place blame, guys, blame whoever you want. Blame the refs. Blame players if you want to. It takes a team to win. There isn't a single player. Because even Connor McDavid still needs the players around him for that team to do what they do. Oh, but Connor McDavid is this, he's that. Connor McDavid still needs a team. Look at Austin Matthews. Austin Matthews needs a team. Nate McKinnon. He needs a team. There isn't a single team that relies on one player. The Panthers are a team. They got plenty of players. We have what it takes. But now is the time to silence the critics. Now is that time. Now is the time. Let's do a Spanish test or Spanish lesson real quick. Now is the time in Spanish is ahora es el momento. You could also translate it to ahora es el tiempo. But for the context of our conversation, ahora es el momento. Ahora es el momento. I think in Finnish it would be se on olet nyt. I think that's how you say it. Tässä näin. As we are about 6 minutes and 25 seconds away from the third period, as we scroll the Twitter world of folks absolutely over exaggerating reactions. Here's another thing too. We've seen it. We know that this team has the capability of coming back. They just need to believe it. And we've seen that they have had the ability to come back. We've seen it. But do they believe that they can do it? What they've already done? I think they do. And I think Maurice is going to find a way to get them going. So for my Twitter people, I'm going to post what I always post because I haven't done that yet. And I wonder, Cats fans, now is the time. What is it time for? Let me ask. What time is it? It is time to believe, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to put our doubts behind us. Or as Pumbaa from Lion King said, it is time to put our behind in our past. It's time to put the past behind us and focus on the task at hand. Cats fans, believe, believe, believe. I don't want to hear the negativity. I don't want to hear, oh, we should have started Stolars. Oh, we don't have what it takes. I don't want to hear that. Frankly, that's not what this team needs right now. We need. Let's huddle up. There are 393 people in this right now. And I need you guys to understand one singular thing. If you're on this stream, bring it with the positivity. Besides that, you guys got to believe. It's not about being positive. It's about what would the point of faith be if it wasn't tested, ladies and gentlemen? What would be the point? What would be the point if you knew the outcome of every circumstance and scenario you went through? There would be no point. That's the whole point of faith. Is to believe even when you don't see a way through. I feel like preaching right now. as my wife gives me a huge eye roll. And obviously, this is a very, sports isn't the be all end all. I know some of you really take it seriously, and I respect that. But guys, we're 20 minutes away from either going back to a game 7 in Sunrise or coming back to Sunrise with Lord Stanley's Cup. And boy, nothing would make me happier than to see Mr. Pritchard bring out that cup, polish it off with his white gloves, engraving the words Florida and Panthers, seeing it presented and carried onto the ice, and hear Gary Bettman say, Sasha, come get that cup. Nothing would make me happier. I don't want to hear that it's impossible, that it's over. No, it ain't over. 2 goals in the first 10 minutes, and then 1 goal in the last 10 minutes, and then a final goal in overtime by our team. 31 years of pain, suffering, and frustration instantly washed away. Instantly. 31 years. That's how old I am, by the way. So imagine that. 31 years. Whew, in an instant. All it's going to take are 4 goals. 4 goals. And we need to do like Yussi Saros from, I forgot what commercial he did, where he goes, no goals. No goals. I need the Panthers to not allow any goals. No goals. And I need the Panthers to score 4 in the next 20 plus minutes. So you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. 2 goals in the next 10 minutes. First 10 minutes of the third period. And give me 1 goal in the last 10 minutes. Followed by an overtime winner. By who else? But Carter versus Swaggy. Who else? Who else would it be? Except Verhaeghe. Call me a homer. Call me what you want. You can tell me to do a lot of things, but you can't tell me to not believe. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I believe. I believe. So here we go. Rodriguez battling the puck in the neutral zone. Puck goes back into the Oilers zone. Oilers with it. Through the neutral zone. Tries to get it in. Gustav Forsling creams it off the boards. And it looks like they're going to call an icing. Come on, boys. Let's do this. Let's do this. I wish Twitter or X had a way to actually see the people that are connected and interact with them, because I can't do that even from this app that I have. You know what? Here's another thing I'm going to do. As the Panthers get out of their zone and dump it in deep into the Oilers' zone. Lundell from our own net, from our own zone, gets it over to who's that? Ooh, Montour. Montour gets it on. Saved by Skinner, or it might have been wide. Either way, good chance there. There's a stoppage of play. We gotta do this. We really gotta do this. It's a lot of icing so far in this period. Let me see if I can do something here for you guys so at least you can see the ESPN Gamecast potentially. Yeah, let's try this out. Let's see if this works. Barkov! Hey, what I say? What I say? Believe. And y'all dudes want to quit on this team. 18:32 left in the third period, and who else but Captain Barkov? Dragging us from the depths of Hades itself. Panthers won. ¡Ay, pero qué hermoso! Dios mío, cielaón. Cielaón, Barkov. Nice little ankle breaker move there. Getting Skinner out of their Barkov, which what should be his second goal of the game, but you know, that's something else for another time. You know, I was trying to get this thing going, and I almost missed the lead up to that play here. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's a goal, Barkov. And some of y'all want to trade Barkov for a bag of chips. I tell you, man, can't be that emotional now. Come on, guys. Let's see. We're going to share screen. I'm going to share this tab with y'all. There we go. I don't want to share that. There we go. Let's make my screen a little smaller. There we go. How's that for technology? Interesting. Sweet. I would show you guys an actual stream, but I don't want to get flagged and taken down. You know what I'm saying? By the way, for a split second, we had 400 viewers. Right now, we're at 399. Let's get that to 400. Whoever left and made this 399, boo. Bob making a save on a puck that was fluttering in the air like a little butterfly. For those of you who remember the movie Bug's Life. Oh, look at me. I'm a beautiful butterfly. Cats fan Callie says, I believe that we're about to make history as a laughingstock. I would say not so fast. I would say hold your horses. Oh, I'm gonna have some receipts tonight if we do this thing, man. Receipts galore. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I said 2 goals in 10 minutes. So far, it's proving to be potentially possible. That's the thing about hockey. Like hockey, so much can happen so quickly. You just never know. Like all it takes is a little mistake by a couple people happening. And by the way, that goal gives a little doubt in the Oilers because now they're clenching their sticks a little bit harder because when you score a goal and you're up 3-0, it kind of puts the game to bed. But when you score a goal down 3-0, make it 3-1 in the beginning stages of the third period, let me tell you, you put some doubt on the team you're playing against. Luosterainen behind the net. Oh, geez. What I would do, the things I would do for a goal. Come on, guys. The puck bounces out of play. It's going to be an offensive zone draw. Shine says, right. Ricky area, bro, you're a good guy and all, but this is straight delusion. Believe we're going 7 and possibly end up on the wrong side of history. Ricky, if it takes delusion to stir up some faith in folks, so be it. Joel Delgado, come on, man. Bro, come on. That's exactly what I'm saying. Come on, man. Young NHL fan. Oh, I believe this. We're getting the L tonight. All right. You're entitled to your opinion. DTH2D says, let's be real. Hey, if they win, I'm coming right back to this tweet, but I probably won't have to. If they do, though, at me, because I can't watch this game at this point. I totally understand you, my bro. So, I'll say this, though. It ain't over. I don't care what y'all say. It ain't over. I heard the words bouncing puck, and I immediately reminded myself of the Allmark goal. I think it was Game 5 that Kachuk scored, where he says, bouncing puck, Matthew Kachuk. Those were good times. Those were the times when none of us had any expectations. We were just happy to be where we were. It's crazy what expectations will do to you, right? Where you didn't have any expectations to be as good or where you were. But now when you are, it's like you're the absolute opposite of grateful and appreciative of what you're seeing or witnessing. Sports is a crazy thing, you know. You want to know somebody, have them watch a game with their favorite team. And there was a couple other things you could do to know who people are. I think another one is like see them grieve a loved one. I think is one, and there's something else too. In the face of adversity or financial necessity or something like that. I can't remember exactly. Oh boy, and how a penalty is being called, and I feel like it's against us. Oh, the Panthers are getting a power play. Gene Hebert with the call. Looks like it's a high stick. Legend, Gene Hebert. Huh. All of a sudden, the 2 goals in 10 minutes seems like a. Oh, yeah, look at that. Straight to the face. Straight to the face there. Boy, it would be sweet to score a power play goal right now after having gone 0 for 9 in our last 9 opportunities. Mm-mm-mm-mm. There's a guy who tweeted something that I totally agree with, but I'm not going to retweet it because it has some language on it. But I'll read it to you guys just for the sake of it. Max Horowitz says, for every Panthers fan that tried to shame other Panthers fans for being negative and losing faith and criticizing the team, you either haven't been watching this franchise long enough or you choose to be blissfully ignorant. And as harsh as that sounds, he says some other stuff there. I got to agree with it. I mean, you know, That's the thing. Like I've been watching this team since '02, and granted, nowhere near as long as some of you. Some of you have been there since the very beginning. Much respect to you guys for that. By the way, we're at 403 viewers. Absolutely ridiculous, guys. Crazy. Insanity. Ridículo in Portuguese. Ridículo in español. Caujeta wouldn't really be it because Caujeta is almost like terrible or horrifying in Finnish. But whatever the Finnish equivalent of it, that. You guys are amazing. All right, guys. Here comes the time. Here comes the end of our 0 for 9 bout on the power play. Come on, guys. Make me smile and all of Panthers fans. Ekman Larson. Oh my God, I saw that in the net. I was about to lose my mind. I saw that in the net. I saw that in the net. I saw that in the net. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. I would love nothing more than to see the puck in the net. Barkov with it in the offensive zone. Gets it to Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe dingles and dangles and loses the puck. Oh boy, here comes the rush. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Thankfully saved by Bob. I have some POV videos of being a goaltender, and every time an oncoming breakaway or rush is on its way, and actually this is the mic that I use for that, I'll sing, "Here comes the rush, doo-doo-doo-doo." Tip of the cap to the Beatles. Which, fun fact about the Beatles, now that we're talking random stuff, as Montour crashes into the zone behind Stu Skinner's net, 12 minutes and 6 seconds left in the third period. Panthers are buzzing, let me tell you. Bennett fights for it. Over to Rodriguez. Tarasenko couldn't keep it in. In the neutral zone, Tarasenko into the offensive zone, gets it over Lundell. Lundell on net. Skinner gloves it and keeps it in his glove. It appears that we're not going to score on this power play as there's only 5 seconds left. But anyway, for everyone thinking that the Beatles are named after the bug, I got some news for you. It actually is not because of the bug. So if you look at the name Beatles, now, of course, if you're a hardcore Beatles fan, you know this already. But for those who may not be, essentially, Beatles is the word beat, as in the drum beat, and the word Les, as in Les Paul, who was a guitar creator known for the Gibson Les Paul. At least that's what I think it is. I know that that's where it comes from. I know like Les Paul is an actual guitar that you can get from Gibson. I've never had a Les Paul guitar. I've played a few before. Really nice guitars, by the way. 11 minutes and 36 seconds left in this third period. Considering that the Panthers scored that first goal within the first practically 2 minutes of the third period, I feel like if we can score in the next 4 minutes, that would still give us about 6 to 7 minutes to score another one to tie it. Forsling gets it deep. Luster-Reinhardt. Oh. Please. Reinhardt had a nice chance. Keep it in the net. Keep it in the zone, guys. Come on. Forsling from his own zone. Gets it over to Ekblad. Ekblad to Barkov through the neutral zone. Gets it over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt gets it over to Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe behind the net. Taken by Oilers defenseman, but fought off by Ekblad on the opposite end. Oh, that's Montour. Here's Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe gets it over to Montour. Montour tries to get it over deep. Barkov fighting along with it. There are 10 minutes and 28 seconds left. Come on, boys. Let's get a net. Get the puck deep. Get somebody in front of Skinner, for crying out loud. Kachuk. Rodriguez. On net, blocked. And I think that was Bouchard or Kulak, one of the two. Ekman Larson from behind Bob's net. Puts it up to Bennett. Bennett over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez going through, save Skinner. Bennett behind the net to Rodriguez. Rodriguez over to Ekman Larson. Man, Ekman Larson's time on ice must be way up there. Wow. Shot on net. I think that was Kulikov. It was either blocked by an Oilers defenseman or by Skinner himself. Forsling keeps it in. Nice play. Clutch. Lundell over to Kachuk. Matthew Kachuk has 4 shot attempts, 0 shots on goal. It's just been that kind of a night. Although now the Panthers are tied with the Oilers as far as shots on goal go. So it started dire, and it has not ended up as dire as it looked. Oh, McDavid has 0 points and 0 shots, and somehow the Oilers are winning 3-1. It's crazy how that works. Oh, penalty being called, and I think it's on the Panthers. Interference. Why do I think it's on the Panthers? Because I see how people are reacting in the building, and I see all the pleasantries. (3-1) Edmonton Oilers over the Florida Panthers. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go as Gene Hebert makes the call. Kevin Stenlund to the box, who just so happens to be one of our best penalty killers. Paul Maurice is losing his ever-loving mind. Oh, what a... You know, it's funny because I remember one of the reasons I haven't watched as much soccer as I used to is because of all of the eccentric diving and other... And mind you, they're hockey plays and soccer. Like, the whole diving thing, it's become part of the game, right? Where you just have to try to sell a call. I think where soccer has tried to help mitigate that is with with using the video assistant referee, also known as El VAR, or as I can't remember the guy's name, but there was a soccer commentator, play-by-play guy for Telemundo during the last World Cup and even the World Cup before that, where anytime the video assistant referee was being called on or used, he would say, El VAR, El VAR. It was funny because I got a friend of mine who was in town from Chile, we would watch the games, and he would say it all the time, and we would always make fun of it. We'd be like, El VAR. At some point, I don't know how or when or if this is even a possibility, but at some point, the NHL is going to have to look at how players are really selling calls nowadays, because it's really gotten pretty bad. I mean, the flopping and diving. I mean, it was bad already in sports like soccer and the NBA and stuff, but it didn't used to be part of the NHL. But I think it has definitely increased so far. 8 minutes and 28 seconds left. Edmonton Oilers on a power play leading 3-1. You can imagine that their primary goal is not going to be to try to score, although I'm sure they would like to because it would mean icing this game. Bouchard tries to keep it in as the Oilers had a dangerous chance to score another goal. McDavid gets in the zone, bulldozes over Ekblad, and it's like nothing because, apparently you're able to do that if you're Connor McDavid, but you can't do that if you're Kevin Stanley or any other Panther for that matter. In any case, Bouchard back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl over the center line into the Panthers' offensive zone. Fighting against Kulikov there in the corner. Bouchard keeps it in. Hyman from behind Bob's net. Fighting along the boards there with Luosterainen and Mikkola. And just for everyone's understanding, I'm having to talk quite soft simply because kids are asleep. Wife is off to bed as well. So I'm not trying to cause a ruckus and wake up the entire house. Bennett gets it back over to Kulikov. Panthers able to change. Here's Forsling over the center line, gets it in deep. Kachuk in the corner against McLeod, but loses it to Bouchard. Bouchard then loses it. McLeod gains it back. McLeod in the offensive zone gets it on net. Save Bobrovsky. Ekblad with it. Passes it back over to Bennett in his own zone. Behind the net over to Forsling. Forsling, stretch pass, attempt to Kachuk, which is then intercepted by Ekholm. Ekholm drives the net to the right side on his backhand. Whips it around the net to nobody. And now Nurse from behind his own net loses on the forecheck to Verhaeghe. Puck is in front. Has a chance to squeak in front of the net there, but unsuccessful the Panthers were. An attempt to save an icing call there, unsuccessful. Oilers are called on the icing. And the Panthers kill off a penalty. There's 6 minutes left. So we got 6 minutes and 5 seconds to score 2 goals, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and this is when the heartbeat starts to rise. The heartbeat starts to rise. I gotta keep myself calm. Keep that heart rate down. Here is Ekman Larson from behind his own net. Skates it out towards the neutral zone. Through the neutral zone, through the center line, gets it on deep. Here comes Barkov from behind Stu Skinner's net over to Verhaeghe on the left side of the net. In the corner goes Reinhardt and Verhaeghe. Board battle ensues, and the Oilers are able to clear. Here comes Ekman Larson over to Reinhardt, who gets it deep, and you can imagine that the big boys for the Panthers are going to be playing and playing and playing some more. By the way, I feel like I've seen Ekman Larson on the ice the entire game. It's absolutely crazy. Oilers get it in deep behind Bob's net. Ekman Larson from the corner gets it across over to Montour, who then tries to get it at Luosterainen. Luosterainen briefly lost it, but the Oilers were offside. 5 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in this third period. And if it stays like this, the Oilers have forced a game 7. I can't even fathom that. Absolutely gut-wrenching. But I refuse to stop believing. Don't stop believing. Midnight. Gotta believe, guys. It's all we have. Got to believe. You better believe it. If you're from South Florida, you understand that reference, right? You better believe it. Here we go. Here we go. Aquí vamos. Still can't believe that offside goal. That goal was taken off for offsides. I swear, if this becomes the new Trocheck was tripped, I can't deal with it. I just can't. Mm. 4 minutes and 57 seconds left in the third period as the Panthers win the draw. Forsling gets it over to Barkov, who goes through the neutral zone. Come on, Barky. Barkov. Puck goes behind the net. Oh, Kareem's in front. Oh, my Lord, the puck. The puck. The puck just Kareemed wide. Oh, my God, it was so close. Bobrovsky coming out of his net a la Manuel Neuer. If you know that reference, congratulations. You are a real one in my book. Here comes. Did that go in? Oh my gosh. Stuart Skinner with the RVH there. Keeps the puck from going in. See, the RVH. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a goalie lesson for you guys. Jeez Louise, Reinhardt, such a golden opportunity right in front. And Stuart Skinner with his glove. Just great, very great positioning there by Stuart Skinner. So, by the way, Skinner's goals against average must be incredible right now. Like, he's absolutely goalieing us right now. But anyways, going back to the goaltender lesson real quick, as the Panthers thought they won the draw, but the refs are calling it back and they're going to run it again. So the RBH is the reverse vertical horizontal. It's the movement that goalies make when the puck gets on the corners close to the goal line. And the attempt is to seal the bottom corner of the net with the boot end of your pad, and then you're putting your body up against the post as much as you can, just to kind of avoid any spaces for the puck to kind of slide in. It's been seen. Oh, and now the Oilers are just playing keep away. Come on, guys. Somebody forecheck. There we go. Let's go. Oilers are very content in playing keep away right now. They're doing anything they can. I can imagine Bob is going to come out of his net pretty soon, as we get to 3 minutes and 28 seconds remaining. Gut check time. Come on, grits. Listen to what I'm saying. I want to say grit. Empty net. And game 7, ladies and gentlemen. It is not meant to be. At least not right now. And McLeod, of all people. Why? Well, that's the thing about faith. Just because you have faith doesn't mean that things will happen. And that's okay. It's okay. And I'll tell you why it's okay. It's okay because if the expectation of the result from having faith was that what you wanted as the Oilers, oh, that's the most ironic play I've seen. The puck absolutely did all. Was that Stuart Skinner? No way. There's no way that was a Stuart Skinner goal. There's no way. There's no way that we just got scored on by the goalie. There's no way. There's no way. That was Adam and Henrique, I'm assuming. So literally, Barkov. Oh my goodness, the puck just somehow. How did that not go in? That doesn't make any sense. Skinner saves it, gets it over to whoever it was. Boy, I can imagine the decibel level of that arena right now. Oh man. 3 minutes left in the third period. I can't believe I'm still doing this to myself. But here I am. I said I was going to be done after the second period, and I stuck with it. But somehow, over 423 of you decided to do the same. Absolutely insane. Two minutes and 33 seconds left. 5-1, Edmonton Oilers. Puck is gently careening behind the Panthers' net. Lomberg comes with it. Oh my goodness. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know, Sam Bennett had a chance last game where we were still down one goal, but his tip in chance, I think it was like 9 minutes or so left in the third period, just went wide. And I got to imagine if that scores, Panthers winning that game. But alas, it was not. Was not meant to be. Ekman Larson gets it on net, blocked away. Ekblad tries to get it on net, taken by Skinner with the glove. In the glove. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is either going to be. Oh, look at this. 3-0 series leads all time. The NHL, 206 and 4 losses. 206 wins, 4 losses. NBA, 3-0 series lead. 157 and 0. The MLB, when leading a series 3-0, is 39 and 1. That one being back in 2004 when the Boston Red Sox miraculously came back and beat the Red Sox in the ALCS that year. And yeah, I really don't want to be on the. I really don't want to be. Oh, we're never going to hear the end of it. Never going to hear the end of it. But if there's a team that is able to pull this off and not end up on the bad side of history, it's this Panthers team. And right now they're feeling down. Right now they're feeling hopeless. I bet you they're feeling gutted. I also bet you that the feeling of traveling all this traveling all these miles, got to think that that has something to do with something. As the time dwindles down, there's 35 seconds left. Kulikov with it. At this point, nobody seems to be trying to do anything. Both seem content with the fact that the game is over. And it looks like you're either getting an icing call or a penalty call. I can't tell which one. Boy, Connor McDavid has this look on his face. Sheesh. Sheesh. That look on that face. Absolute intensity. Panthers win the draw as the clock is ticking and ticking away. 10, 9, 8, oh, 8.5. And Lomberg is getting into it with, I think that's McLeod. See, that's something I feel like we've missed a little bit. It's good to see Lomberg showing some fighting spirit there at the end there. You know, for as physical as this series has been, we haven't really seen any fights. At least I don't think. Could be wrong. I mean, we've seen plenty of scrums, but we haven't actually seen all-out brawls. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Five, four, tres, dos, uno. Se acabó esta vaina y esta vaina se va para el juego 7. Spanish for this game is over. And we're headed to game 7, ladies and gentlemen. Game 7. Oh, we got a comment here. Cook, bro. Mentally gassed from this series. My man, I feel you there, man. My eyes are legit burning. I kind of wish I had my blue light glasses on because, oof. Oh. I'm speechless in a sense, but at the same time, this is the beauty of sports, guys. If at first you expected one outcome and then the absolute opposite outcome occurred, you're always going to hold on to hope. You're always going to hold on to hope that your team will eventually pull through and that your team will eventually, do the thing that you have wanted to see them do for your entire life. Here's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to overreact. I'm not going to what else? I'm also not going to, get emotional because at the end of the day, a game's a game. And a part of me, while absolutely being bummed about having lost this game, having lost last game, having lost the game before that, as much as I wish we wouldn't be going to a game 7, man, oh man, what an opportunity. What a moment for hockey. And I know I kind of wish we were on the opposite end of this 3-0 down. We were down 3-0 and we came back because the story would have just been, at least for hockey in South Florida, would have been amazing. But anyway, it's not what it is. And now focus needs to be on, let's do what we got to do to bring our all for Game 7. When was the last time the Stanley Cup Final went to Game 7? Let's see. Last year, who was in the final last year? Oh, yeah, that's right. We were. Lost in 5. The year before that, is that the year that the Avalanche won in 6? If I'm not mistaken, yes, Avalanche won in 6. Year before that, Tampa Bay won in 5 against Montreal. Year before that, I feel like Tampa Bay also won that, and that might have been in 6 against Dallas, if I'm not mistaken. That would have been 2020. So the last time the Stanley Cup Final went to 7 games was in 2019, right? It was Boston against St. Louis. So if you're looking for positives, Vladimir Tarasenko was on that team that beat the Bruins. So he knows a little something about winning a Game 7 in the Stanley Cup Final. Year before that, 2018, Vegas loses to Washington in 5 games. 2017 and 2016 was both. What was that? That was the Penguins. I think the Penguins had beaten I want to say it was the Predators, one of those. That also probably was 5 games. Year before that, Penguins beat. Who did the Penguins beat the year before that? I don't remember. I know they won in 2016, but I don't remember against who. 2015, Blackhawks, and that would have been against the Tampa Bay Lightning, which I think it was in 6. 2014, Kings against. Who was their opponent? We just talked about it. Kings against the Devil. Sorry, 2014 would have been the Rangers. And that was, I believe, in 5. Yeah, that was in 5. 2013 was 2013. What was 2013? It was the Blackhawks. I want to say. I think it was the Lightning. I feel like the Lightning. No, it was the Lightning. Or was 2015 the Lightning? I forget. The point was it was the Blackhawks. 2012, Kings again, beating the Devils. The things we do to deal with our PTSD, trauma, and absolutely crazy. Anyhow, I'm going to call it a night, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate this. I had that comment up there for who knows how long. I appreciate this experience. I appreciate all the texts, all the support that I've gotten from all of you guys. It's always funny. I just got a text from my group of beer league buddies I play with, and Jeremy, the captain, says, "We tried. I appreciate the commitment, John. It's in the Lord's hands now. Amen, brother." And then the other guy says, "On the plus side, we confirmed that John needs to sing in person." Oh, that's funny. That was the whole premise of this. The whole premise of this whole experience tonight was maybe, just maybe, if John sings, maybe that's what he needs to do. And mind you, I got all dressed up. I was not dressed up like this today. I legit just got dressed up for this. Try to hype everybody up. So anyways, was not meant to be. Whether you count this on a win-loss as far as me singing the anthem is totally up to you. I think I'll probably always have it as an asterisk as, yeah, I kind of did lose. Again, I didn't play. So it's always a fun stat there. But unfortunately, I am going to be out of town for Game 7. I am going to be at a kids camp, as a matter of fact. Really excited about that. And we'll be catching the game either on TV or on my phone, and I'll be hoping that we win. In any case, we know for certain that the NHL season officially ends this coming Monday night. One way or another, it will either end with the Panthers holding the Stanley Cup, or, wow, this is crazy. It's either going to be the Panthers holding the Stanley Cup for the first time in their 31-year history, or it'll be the first time that Canada gets the cup in 31 years. The irony of that. Wow. But I'll let you guys listen to what all the pundits and writers and everybody who follows and covers the team to let them be the ones to give you guys the stats that you guys are all going to want to listen to and look for and read and yeah, game 7, ladies and gentlemen. It's gut check time. Oh, to be a fly on the wall. Anyhow, appreciate everybody. I'll see you guys soon. Maybe we'll do this again sometime. All right.